Got him? That boy. Ooh, that's a pretty one, Jeff. What today's show is, the theme is feeder creek crappie. We've got these feeder creeks, little rivers, tributaries, in and out of all the lakes across the Midwest, and that's what we're going to touch on today, is these early spring feeder creek crappie. Long poling, single jigs. You're not going to want to miss this show. On today's G3 Sportsman, come go with us.
That's a hog. Pile of dead fish smells like a girl's locker room.
What kind of girl's locker room were you in? Today we're around Truman Lake in, I guess around central Missouri, here with our boy Jeff Faulkenberry, endless season guide service. And we wanted to do a little something different as far as crappie fishing. You know, there's plenty of crappie to be caught on the lake, but there's so many feeder creeks that come in and out of this lake. And Jeff, what are we going to do today? This is what we're at. I didn't even know this place even existed, but there's several of them. So what are we going to be doing today?
Well, yeah, there's a lot of these little feeder creeks that come in and make Truman. And in the early spring with the spring rains and stuff, here we are, the first part of April. You know, it's crappie time, whether you're on the lake or on some of these smaller tributaries. And these little feeder creeks, they run into Truman, and these fish will run up in that warmer water, and essentially they'll spawn. You driving this ship or am I?
You are. Get that strap off of it. Yeah, you are. You know where to go. There he is.
Big crappie.
There he is. Look at there, boys. First feeder creek crappie. Oh, you want me to keep them?
Yeah.
How about that? Jeff says we're going to keep some crappie, so stick him in the well. I'm gonna put my plug in there. All right, we got one.
That's a nice fish.
Little feeder creek crappie.
Feeder creek crappie.
This little old place that we're in right here could be Tunica Cutoff down in Mississippi, or somewhere down in Tennessee at any little old feeder creek off of a lake or whatever. Boy, this is something that anybody can do with a little aluminum boat.
Don't trip that trigger now.
Got the old whitey, old big whitey. Boy, that dude now. He was so fat you couldn't sling him out of the water.
I love creek fish. You don't know what you're gonna come out with.
That dude right there now.
He's fat.
He is fat. Get back in there, boy. Another whitey?
Black crappie.
Boy, and I mean, he made that thing sing. That line just sung. That's a black crappie. That's one of the whitest black crappie you'll see right there.
Yeah.
In that muddy water.
Nice little fat one.
Oh, I mean, took off with it too, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Little muddy water feeder creek crappie. All right. Oh man, I hate flipping him in, Jeff. That's a good. Holy.
About a double.
We're talking double trouble. Look at my eye in there, bub. The G3 Sportsman is brought to you by G3 Boats. Quality, performance, and satisfaction. Garmin, it's your time. Berkeley, catch more fish. And by Power Pole, swift, silent, secure. Like that.
Like that.
Like that. Do-over. I need a mulligan on that.
Well, Truman Lake here in west central Missouri is it's a fantastic crappie lake. You know, we're here in early spring. One of the reasons that it is a great crappie lake is all the standing structure. It's a real easy lake for somebody to come fish because you don't have to be an electronics pro or anything like that. You come, you can see stumps, you can fish stumps. Like we did today, fishing these shallow water visible stumps along the edge of the bank, so water's warming up, these crappie are moving in. That's only one of the many ways that you can catch crappie here on Truman Lake.
He did just give it a little tap.
Little tap, tap, taparoo.
Just give it a little tap. They don't like it just dead still, do they? There he is.
Fish on. Big old girl. Big old girl.
Man, I'm about scared to do the hackberry flip on this one. That is a dandy right there.
Big old girl.
How about that one, Jeffy?
Nice.
Oh, that's right there now. That is a dandy. I don't mean to tell you. Ain't nothing wrong with that crappie. I just gotta see. 14. It's a good one though. All right, there's another one for the whale. Kind of opened up in a little pocket right here. Still in the creek. We've come out in a little more open water.
Fish on. There's the male. Caught the female, then the male.
How about that? Huh? 2 for 2. You stay out of my hole. Little simple process right here is what we're doing. Dipping with the little C-Series Berkeley rods. And here in that shallow water.
They're really, when they're up on the banks, there's not a whole lot you can do wrong. You don't get hung up a lot. It's not like you're jigging a whole bunch of heavy cover. It's just a very simple way to fish.
Okay, you got a 12-foot pole and you still ain't got enough arm sometime, do you?
Seems that way.
There he goes. I caught the male. Maybe you get the female. It ain't every stump, but it's definitely 11-inch crappie right there. Boy, it's quiet out here. Not a lot of people out that we've seen. Kind of cloudy and overcast. Feeder Creek crappie, man. I mean, now,
Stay with them now.
you talk about fun. Yes, sir. Nice eating size crappie right there, Jeff.
This is a real fun, easy way for people to come out and be successful. When these fish get up on the banks, they're kind of in offensive, defensive mode. They're wanting to eat, obviously, because they've got to build up through the stress of spawn, but they're also defensive mode because you're playing in their nesting areas.
You know, we happen to have a lot of this structure. Now, what would you recommend to people that say didn't have this kind of visible structure?
I would say, you know, side scan your banks or look for, you know, everything. Some guys say, well, do they like sand better? Do they like rock better? You'll find fish in both areas.
Oh, man. Golly. You know what made me lose that fish? You hitting that tree. Where in the world? I'll tell you. Hey, if you like me, the one thing that you're looking for, you can't seem to find it. Hey, I'm Scott Turnage with the G3 Sportsman. And right now I'm in just disarray, and I cannot stand to be disorganized. But you know, I don't have that problem in my truck, and I'm gonna show you how I fix that. You know, have you ever come across one of those products that you think, man, I wished I would have invented that? Well, this is one of them. This product is made by Undercover, the same people that make my Flex bed cover. Called the swing case. Why they're called swing case is just like this. They swing out, latch back, pull the lever, come out. Now, these are as handy as a pocket on a shirt. I'm gonna show you a few of the things that what I like to do as far as storing stuff. Now, some of the things I like to carry in here, I've got some extra silicone. You never know with boats when something's leaking and you want to put your silicone. I've got an extra flashlight, you know, a couple little spools of some extra line. I've got some of my food saver bags. I've got hammers, a little hatchet in there. Options are just up to you. You know, I hate to think that I had to go back to the old way of just everything just piled up in the back of my truck or with boxes or whatever. These make you organized. I keep the basic essentials that I would normally use on a daily routine, and especially the stuff that I am thinking that I might need on a trip. You can never have enough stuff when you go on a trip, and now you can be organized with the undercover swing cases. They're easy to install, they swing in and out, they're perfectly molded to fit around the wheel well, and you can see how flush that they fit in here to where you can still use your bed for other purposes. Hey, go to undercover.com or go by your nearest undercover dealer and ask them about the swing case. Man, will you be glad you did, and you'll be organized just like me. That boy. Ooh, that's a pretty one, Jeff.
Nice, Jeff. Got him too.
I went back in there and got him, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
G3 Sportsman is brought to you by Fiocchi Ammunition. What's in your gun? Abu Garcia, for life. Team Catfish, real catfish gear. And by Bug Soother, repel bugs naturally. I'll tell you how they're aggressive when they hit it. You know, you see all these stumps and you think, which ones do I fish?
Got him too.
I went back in there and got him, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. Nice fat fish.
Swing him right here into the living room. So water, we've had rain up here for I don't know how long. Look how white. That's a white crappie, but boy, I mean tell you white in that muddy water. You betcha. Put that over on my side. My side's about to get full. What we're using, real quick, I'll show you. These are Berkeley's Crappie C-Series rods, little Crappie Pro C-Series rods. These are 12 foot. Jeff's is actually 11 foot because he broke the tip off of it.
Hey.
But they're real lightweight, and we've just got a real small little Abu Garcia little reel on here. This is actually, I've got to tell on myself, this is actually for ice fishing. We've got some little ice fishing reels and rods, and I took the reel off there because I just thought that'd be perfect, so I'll use it multi-purpose. And just got some 12-pound nanofill in the high vis, and just any little Berkeley soft bait. You know, right now I'm going with some chartreuse and black. Jeff's going with, he's gone with every different color known to man. And just any little soft plastic. I mean, you don't have to overthink this. I mean, but you do have to change your colors.
Now I know that a lot of people fish in the crappie spawn because it is a very good time, very easy time to catch crappie, but we hit it year round and we fish various different ways. Spider rigging to dipping trees, we kind of change with the seasons, whatever's most productive. When clients come with me, you know, I'm paid to put fish in the boat, and that's what I'm gonna do. You know, some days are better than others. Fishing's fishing, but you know, we're gonna stick to what works. We're gonna catch some fish, but I can guarantee you'll have a good time.
Got him? What is that?
Bucket mouth.
You got a bass, goodness gracious. Scared me to death when he. I'll tell you what, there's several boys at a bass tournament would love to have 5 of them.
Healthy fish.
Look how fat too.
Yeah.
Those are always a little fun added bonus every now and then, aren't they?
Pull your string just right. He whacked her too now.
Really, Jeff, what you do, you course, you try to fish them all,
Yeah.
because you don't know, but you start watching your depth finder, watching your depth, and you kind of establish a pattern, don't you?
Right. Yep.
On the depths of what stumps that you might be catching them on, whether it be, you know, stumps that are above the water, or you may be catching them on stumps that could be, you know, submerged.
Yep. One day it might be black stumps, and one day it might be hedge or bodark, or, you know, sometimes they want a single stump, sometimes they want a double stump, you know. You just kind of pick it all apart till you establish your own pattern and
Yep.
stay with it.
Just establish your own pattern. I mean, because it can be overwhelming when you look at something like this and you go, holy crap.
It's probably one of the questions I hear the most from my clients. Say, well, how do you know what stumps to fish out of all these stumps, you know?
Well, you don't.
You don't. I mean,
You just fish them all until, like we said, you start establishing the pattern. Hey, we even got to where the depth finder registers now. Got him? That up, boy. Ooh, that's a pretty one, Jeff.
nice fish.
That's got the girlfriend colors on, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if there's just one more there before we pass. Here, I'll put it up.
Thank you.
Yeah, when they start getting dark like that, when them white crappies start getting black like that, you bet. That's what I'm talking about right there. That's a pretty one there. Well, I'll say this, you've caught the prettiest crappie today. That one was nice. But you can see what we've been just dropping them in. And we've been covering some ground. It ain't like we've been spending a lot of time in one area.
Right.
Is that what you do this time of year? Because they're not really...
I do, yeah. I mean, they're just going to be scattered, and you might find some fish along the bank and run it the same bank 3 or 4 times. You may fish that tree right now and fish it a half hour from now and catch one. And you felt something was there, and I was watching the line go away.
There you go. There you go. Nice crappie right there, Jeff. Think anybody else is at home. Another good eating crappie.
Good eating size male.
That's the first one we've caught around an actual tree, you know it?
Yeah.
Most of our crappie have been around the little stumps.
Hi, this is Troy from the Garmin Marine team. I get a lot of questions about whether we should turn off the front unit when we're pulling up the trolling motor. I want to show you a quick, easy way to disable the transmit on the sounder up front without damaging the transducer. So it's real simple just to disable the transmit on the front end there. You select the power button and select the disable all sonar transmits, and then pull your trolling motor up, run to your new spot, put your motor back down and select enable all transmits, and you're right back in the water real fast. That keeps you from having to power down your unit. It doesn't damage the transducer, and it can get you fishing faster. So hopefully these tips I've given you will help you learn your new Garmin. It's real simple to use. The best tip I have though, I think, is just get out there and use it. And be safe out there, and hopefully I'll see you on the water.
G3 Sportsman has been brought to you by Ugly Stick, America's strongest, most sensitive rod. The Mully Towel, clip, catch, clean, and release. And by Yamaha, reliability starts here.
Might be some on this little cluster.
You like that crappie condo there.
We're running these shallow banks so shallow that I'll leave that jig in there and just kind of slow troll on that bank. There might be a couple of limbs laid down under there, just, you know, you just knock one out of nowhere.
How about that crappie? Ooh. Huh?
Mm-hmm. What you talking about? Look at that. How about a double?
We're talking double trouble. Look at my eye in there, bub.
Hey, nice.
That's what I'm talking about right there.
Real nice. Well, I do full-time guide here on Truman Lake. I'm the owner-operator at Faulkenberry's Endless Season Guide Service. Crappie is just one of the things that I specialize in here throughout various species of fish that we chase on Truman. You know, I guide duck hunts in the winter time, and the reason we call this endless season is this lake's good year-round. You know, we'll start in February and move right on in. Now we're in the early spring, and just like we were catching these fish today, shallow water stumps, we're getting ready to be on the spawn. These fish are virtually on the banks. You can almost see them hit. There's something going all the time. It is an endless season.
I don't know that you learned a whole lot, but you got to see us catching a lot of fish here. And we had a lot of fun doing this. We was using long pole, very simple technique. Everything from the baits to the line to what we were doing, a very simple approach. Anybody can do that this time of year. And Jeff sure had a ball.
Hey.
Tickled that you got to bring us out. And
appreciate you guys coming along. Welcome anytime.
Always love fishing with you, but you know what? We're going to go, but just remember, just keep what you can eat, release the rest, and we'll see you out there somewhere next week, right here on the G3 Sportsman. Thanks for watching. How about that, man? Let's go put these in the well.
Absolutely.
Chartreuse with a pink head. Now that is one of my all-time favorite combos right there.
Sad when you fish most ultimate looking structure and you're in 3 feet of water and say, oh, it's just too deep.
Yeah, that's pretty bad, isn't it? Nice crappie.
That's a hog.
Yeah, it is.